Hello everyone, here's Evita. Good evening. I'd been waiting for the rain to stop all day long. It was raining all night long, and we were gone for almost a week visiting our daughter from Berlin and our son from Leipzig. We haven't seen them for many months, and my neighbor said it was raining all week long last week, and they announced more rain until Friday. So it looks like the garden exploded. I meant everything grew so fast. I will be checking some plants that don't like too much rain, like the tomatoes. I actually took some leaves off the tomatoes. They're turning yellowish. They don't like the rain that much. And the zucchinis and the Japanese pumpkin that I have, Hokkaido, they don't look good either. The lavenders are not as bushy as they used to be. It's a plant that doesn't like too much rain. So I have to just look around. I can't do anything right now. Everything is wet. So I'll just be showing you some stuff that I think it's of interest, and yeah, just join me and enjoy. Here are some of my tomatoes, and I already took a lot of leaves off that were turning yellowish. So I have some tomatoes, but they're still very small. First, they suffered from the frost when I put them out too early, and now they're suffering from the rain. They don't like that much water from up there. So yeah, I hope I'll have some next next week. Maybe there will be some sunshine and they'll ripen. But that's Mother Nature. It does what she thinks is best for everyone, I guess. So sometimes we have a lot of rain and sometimes we don't. Last year was very dry. I had a lot of tomatoes then, but then I had to water a lot. This year it's too much rain, so we just have to make the most out of it. I'll check on the other ones. I still have like 10 plants close to my composter, but it's muddy there right now, so I can check on them. I have some chilies here, and they have some flowers, but there are no chilies on them yet. I actually moved them here close to the wall before I left because they don't like the rain either. But it seems like it got a lot of rain too, so I have to move it to the back under the roof. Yeah, that's another plant that I have to take care of when it starts raining a lot. That's why I left them in pots. I'm really worried about the succulents here. It's soaking wet, and if it doesn't stop raining the next few days, then I have to really carry them to the back of the house under the roof. So that's one thing I have to keep an eye on the next day or two. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Mother Nature is the boss, I guess. Okay. This is our grapevine here on the wall that we trained here to stay on this wire that my husband built a few years ago. And we really have a lot of grapes this year, as you can see. I keep cutting the new growth because if I don't, then it's more susceptible to this mildew. So when they start ripening, and the weather doesn't turn warmer and sunnier, a lot of rain makes them susceptible to this mildew. So I always cut just the new growth, the tip. So I have to get it pruned. Just cut this one off close to the grapes, so the grapes will have enough air circulation and of course sunshine if the sun comes out, and that way they won't have this mildew that they usually get, especially when it's very wet like right now. So I'll be doing that. It's a little bit drier here in this area, so I can do that later. So here is our kiwi, and there are a lot of kiwis hanging to it. They are not as big as the ones that you can buy from the store, but this is about 6 years old now, 6 or 7 years old I think, and every year the kiwis are turning bigger. So maybe someday we will have a size like the ones we get from the grocery store. Then I probably have to thin the fruits. But right now they're okay, they're small. And I just brush it. I don't peel it. I brush it and eat it like that. It's very sweet. My husband likes to peel them, which is a lot of work then because they're very small, but it's the way he likes it. So yeah, they're really very sweet. And I actually trained a branch to go up to the terrace, and I was successful. I think that was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And now there are a lot of kiwis hanging onto the branches or vines up there. And I have a lot of figs too. I think I have to call a friend when they start ripening, because I cannot eat all of them. And I still have a lot of marmalade from last year. So, and it's also the best to eat them fresh anyway. I can make some ice cream from them, bake some cake, but it's too much. So I'll give it away to some friends. So they'll probably be ripening as soon as the sun comes out in a few days. At least some of them. Some are really big now. Yeah. I have to tie some branches up to some of the bigger and stronger branches because of the car when we get out of the driveway. So I have to take care of that too tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's all I can do. Show you things, and can't work and do anything right now. The lavenders in between the topiary, the boxwood topiary, doesn't look good either. They're usually 3 times bushier than they are this year. It's because they don't like it wet either. They don't like it wet. So, not much lavender this year too. Oh, there's a bee. There's one bee, although it's all wet. It's collecting some pollen. So guys, I think that's it for today. It started raining again. Thank you for visiting my channel, and I hope to see you again in 2 days or any other day. If you have any suggestions or comments, please don't hesitate to write in the comment section, and I would get back to you as soon as I can. Bye and have a nice day.